Yeah. Yes. Everything works. We'll wait for this. Sorry, I forgot to fix my settings real quick. What is this not working? Sorry guys, I'm fixing this real quick. Service is not working. That's working. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. Put this one here. So that's pages. S2. Over here. So, all my kids watching. That's crazy about the California fires, right?
Started in the Santa Clara riverbed near Ventura Road and Auto Center Drive. Oxnard Fire was also called to assist. And at one point, it was precisely the winds that sent embers flying and causing hot spots, including one at the River Ridge Golf Course that was quickly put out. And the fire eventually held to just over 55 acres. The cause under investigation, but suspicious because, again, it started in a riverbed. Now, this is just another reminder, though, of the danger.
I heard that there's people actually doing the fires. They're actually creating them now. You know, that sucks because you know, they're not getting a break. And what's up with the politicians in California? You know, like everybody's just blaming each other. Nobody's taking responsibility. Crazy.
Of a fire breaking out during a wind event.
I asked all Los Angeles County residents in wildfire-prone areas to understand that the necessary public safety power shutoffs are going to prevent our next fire from starting if we have down power lines.
For this significant wind event, we are taking an aggressive lean forward posture, and the LAFD has staffed all available resources, strategically placing fire patrols and engines in the unimpacted high fire risk areas in the city. We are carefully managing our operations to ensure that we can quickly respond to any new fires, in addition to the increased call volume across the city of Los Angeles.
And given what we saw, the Angeles National Forest not taking any.
These people, man, they need to be held accountable, man. Like with the fires. What is Roblox? They're doing too much. Look at that.
Fire crews now working to contain a new fire that erupted overnight in Southern California.
Like, who's doing all these fires? Like, they need to figure out who's doing them and get them. You know, all these fires they feel like they're really intentional. After what happened New Year's, like I feel like everything's just going like crazy.
This one is called the Auto Fire. It's now at 0% containment. Wind gusts today could reach hurricane force up to 70 miles an hour. A rare type of red flag wind warning also in effect in LA and Ventura counties until Wednesday because of those winds, threatening more new fire outbreaks, spreading the Palisades and Eaton fires. I spoke to the LA County Fire Chief on Monday. Are you worried that these new winds may undo the progress that you've been able to make?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If we get a new fire start in a different location, it could be very difficult to contain.
CNN's Michael Yoshida is live for us in Altadena. Michael, good morning. What are you seeing there, and what have we learned overnight?
Hey, good morning, Casey. When you talk about that new fire popping up, just put in perspective, that's about an hour west of us, but it's
Like, is anybody from California? They could tell what's happening over there because it's crazy.
a perfect example of that concern that officials have.
Actually, let me see this. Yeah, people are sending me messages.
I've been talking about and why over the last day throughout the overnight hours as our team has driven through the Palisades, through Brentwood, here into Altadena. We've seen so many fire crews staging, pre-positioning, trying to be ready for if one of those new sparks, those flare-ups happen so they can quickly get a handle on it. Now, while we have that ongoing concern
When was this at? Oh, that was today.
and threat of those fires and new fires this morning, and I'm not sure if you can hear, but we have a lot of work happening here in this Altadena neighborhood. Utility crews, gas companies, others hard at work trying to begin some of that repair work. Obviously, as you can see behind me, this, as we've been talking about, one of those communities that's been just devastated by the heat and fire. You can see some of the lines as well still.
Did you see the ones on? Oh, actually, let's go to TikTok. One sec. Look. Let me see. Not the live, but like usually we like. That's why I'm gonna miss TikTok if it does disappear, because I'll be getting my information from there, like low key. Like you be finding like. Like low key, you be getting like all the information from there. Look. What was that? At the lives. Look, they like everybody like 2 kids causes. What else? This one. What does kid say?
That's our chimney where Santa comes and now it's gone. And everything is broken and it's all lost its color and stuff. And these are the only things I have. This, oh, and this.
Yeah. Your mom told me that you wanted to come and see all of this. Why was that?
Ah, that's
Because I
crazy.
wanted to check on it and see if it was not broken. And my dad took a video that it was broken, so I went to go see so we could do this new stuff. And we went here for today so we know what happened. And that was our chimney where Santa comes and now it's gone.
How sad is that, yo? Like that kid lost everything, you know, and just because the government officials weren't they weren't prepared, you know. I don't know what they were doing. How do you defund the you know, you guys are in a drought, you know? How you gonna let that how you gonna let that not be prepared for us stuff, you know? How do you defund you know, you guys are in a drought, you know? I don't know. Okay, California guys has to get their act together. I ain't gonna lie. Like, oh, thank you for liking my video. Appreciate y'all. You know, but I don't know what to say, man. Like, California's been doing crazy stuff.
Children are locked in a building in the LA fire in the middle of an evacuation zone. No power, there's no air circulation. Are you kidding me? Like, this air is already filled with smoke, which is already horrible for your lungs. Like, you can die from that. Not only that, but it's like smoke with asbestos and like lead paint, because a lot of these houses are from like the 70s. LA Probation Department is refusing to relocate these kids despite the fact that they're in an evacuation zone, despite the fact that the air quality is horrendous and they admit it themselves, despite the fact that there's no power, and they're going to be closed tomorrow. So they recognize the fact that it's so bad that they shouldn't be working. But what about the kids? Nobody is covering this story. The parents are freaking out because they're trying to save their children's lives. Just because the child is in a juvenile hall doesn't mean that they don't deserve respect. It doesn't mean they don't deserve safety. The fact that nobody's covering this and they're not being held accountable and nothing is happening, and these kids are in here all night, overnight, with no air. Please make this story known. These children are locked in a building in the LA fire in the middle of an evacuation zone. No power, there's no air circulation.
That's crazy. How sad is that? I fear for them, you know, because you know, they took out their fire insurance too. What? 3 or 4 people are.
Overnight, we had several other arrests. It brings it up to a total of 34 in our geographic area. Last night specifically, again, for LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction, we arrested 4. 2 were for curfew violations. 2 were arrested for 1 drone incident. When I say stay out, we are arresting people who are not supposed to be there, who do not live there, who are in possession of narcotics. We've arrested several with guns. Overnight, we had several other arrests. It brings it up to a total of 34 in our geographic area. Last night specifically, again, for LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction, we arrested 4. 2 were for curfew violations. 2 were arrested for 1 drone incident. When I say stay out, we are arresting people who are not supposed to be there, who do not live there, who are in possession of narcotics. We've arrested several with guns. Overnight, we had several other arrests. It brings it up to a total of 34
That's
in our
crazy.
geographic
Well,
area.
they got 'em.
Last night specifically, again, for
You
LA.
know, unless they got them. You saw they're using prisoners too. Prisoners. They're using prisoners to fight the fires.
Footage released by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office shows several looting suspects and 1 arson suspect who has since been charged amid the wildfires in Southern California. Officials say 9 of the suspects face charges related to burglaries or looting, while 1 is charged with arson, although they clarify that the arson case is, quote, not connected with the origination of the major fires. The arson suspect is accused of setting fire to a fallen tree. Footage released by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office shows several looting suspects and 1 arson suspect who has since been charged amid the wildfires in Southern California. Officials say 9 of the suspects face charges related to burglaries or looting, while 1 is charged with arson, although they clarify that the arson case is, quote, not connected with the origination of the major fires. The arson suspect is accused of setting fire to a fallen tree. Footage released by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office shows several looting suspects and 1 arson suspect who has since been charged amid the wildfires in.
That's crazy. What are these?
The Palisades fire is ripping through Los Angeles right now.
I think we've seen that one before.
Excuse me.
So, what are your thoughts on blue? Update on how Oh yeah, Radiohead. You know, free.
I saw it on TikTok that night. I called the next day.
Varsity Affairs, ID number 33712.
Your New Year's resolutions. Que nadie.
How you feeling? Good, bro. Are you ready? All right, you got waivers? Yeah. So we're not. So we're doing that.
Hold on, guys. I gotta fix something real quick. Let's see. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second.
Home last week because of the Eaton fire. Angel Castellanos, he's a familiar face here on Good Day LA. Oftentimes Angel comes in to do some travel segments and it's all lighthearted and fun, but it hasn't been for the last week or so for Angel, his family, and all of his neighbors there in Altadena. You're looking live right there. Not live, excuse me, video that Angel shot live at the time of his neighborhood. And right now he's in Venice and he is safe, but he's waiting to hear back and see if, you know, what the situation is like in his neighborhood. Angel, good morning to you.
Good morning, Arabsia and Sandra. Thanks for having me. I know you mentioned normally we're talking about fun stuff like travel, but it's tough when the story turns personal.
It is. It is. That's right. We're so sorry about your situation. You had to evacuate. Tell us what that process was like and the moments leading up to everything that happened last week.
Well, we lost power. We knew the high winds were coming, and we lost power at about 5 p.m. on Tuesday. And thanks to a local Altadena Facebook group, I was alerted about the fire, and I looked in my backyard, and the whole Eaton Canyon area was just in flames. I live about a 7-minute walk away from where the fire originally started. So,
my bad, guys. I had to do something real quick.
It was just super, super scary. So we just gathered our things, and most of our neighbors do have things ready to go because we live in that area. But the fire was coming fast and furious, and then I evacuated.
You know what's wild for me? Like how the insurance companies cancel everybody's fire insurance. You know, that should be illegal as fuck.
Miles east to Monrovia, and then at 5 a.m. on Wednesday, I had to evacuate there. Return home to again water.
Arsonist. Nice, public. Arrested. California fires. Look, they got him.
I'd like to now introduce Azusa Police Department Chief Rocky Wainwright. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd just like to say on behalf of the city and our department, pass along our prayers and thoughts and condolences to all those who have lost a loved one or lost property. To add to the previous speakers, for us, we're outside that fire zone, immediate fire zone area. What I'd like to commend is our community for paying attention, being observant, and seeing something and saying something. At that time, the park had lost a lot of trees that were down. The city had started its cleanup process, made big piles of lumber and bushes, and they're all piled up, which made something for somebody to come by and say, hey, look at that. It looked like it'd be a great place to light a fire or cause some damage. The park was just 100 yards from the base of the San Gabriel Mountains. So we got lucky that day. And I'd like to thank the community for keeping their eyes out and ask everybody to keep your eyes out in times of this disaster that's going on. People might not go to those areas because just like the sheriff said right now, there are curfews, but they also know that law enforcement.
That's why. Imagine this is like a real, like crazy emergency. This is like a small example of how people kind of react. You know, the pandemic, everybody took the toilet paper for some reason. And now this, you know how they left the cars in the middle of the street, and then people vandalizing, making new fires. You know, the world's gonna go to crap if something like major happens. You know,
from all over the county is there to assist those areas, to assist the LAPD, assist the National Guard, to assist the Sheriff's Department and these other smaller cities. So it leaves vulnerabilities elsewhere, or what they perceive as vulnerabilities. But the community, please be vigilant elsewhere, because it just takes another fire someplace else, and we have to split our resources. So please stay vigilant. And again, thank you to everybody from the federal, LAPD, and I'd like to thank the district attorney for his aggressive support of law enforcement and letting people know that there is accountability when you make a decision that is not the right one.
Well, I'm glad they caught him. Forget them. I wish I could curse more, but you know, get demonetized and all that. Oh, they got looters too.
So, as we've said before, with the firefighters literally putting their lives on the line to save people's lives, their homes and their properties and their businesses, with law enforcement working 24 hours to keep us safe and secure during these tragic times, with over 200,000 Angelenos cooperating with evacuation orders in order to make sure that they get out of harm's way, allow firefighters and first responders and law enforcement to do their business. There have been certain people that we have given a warning to because we anticipated that this was going to happen. And these are the criminals. These are the people who are seeking to exploit this tragedy for their own benefit. These are people who have engaged in looting, arson. We've also investigated price gouging. We'll be investigating internet scams and the like. Today, we're here to announce that the promise that we
who's scamming with the prices? So, is it everything on fire?
Made when we started this, that these criminals would be arrested, they would be prosecuted, and they will be maximally punished, is a promise we are keeping. As we announced today, the charges being filed on 10 different individuals, 9 of them for looting in both the Palisades and the Eden fires, and 1 for arson. And arson, by the way, not connected with the origination of the major fires, but an arson that occurred in a zoo.
Like I said, you know, making a bad situation worse. People just wilding out.
These felony charges are the result of a multi-agency collaboration that has been nothing short of incredibly impressive to be able to bring these charges this quickly. This collaboration includes the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the Los Angeles Police Department, the Los Angeles County Fire Arson Unit, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Federal Bureau of Investigation Enforcement. So when I said, and I have been saying over the past couple of days, the question is not if, but when.
Investigative information that will be developed as this case progresses, and we'll be able to release more information to the public. But at this time, we're going to be limited in terms of what we can release. In addition, I think most people are aware there was an incident where various individuals were attempting to identify themselves as firefighters. We continue to make progress on that case, and I anticipate that is going to result in a successful filing as well. We've been able to develop information through our investigation that shows that there were conspiratorial acts that were involved in their activity, and I anticipate in the very near future we'll be filing additional charges against those individuals, as well as the misdemeanor.
Throw the key away. They're making like, you know, something that's already bad worse. Throw the key away. Get them.
Charges of impersonating a public official. So we're gonna, I'm gonna close my remarks with this. We are aware that there are other crimes that have occurred, and my message to the public is this. Number one, we are aware of some of the individuals that are involved. The Los Angeles Police Department is going to continue those investigations and take them wherever they lead to. And I anticipate that we will be announcing additional arrests in the very near future for individuals that have been involved in activity within these closed areas. And there will be more to follow on that. The other thing I want to do is assure the community that at times you will see us out there in uniform and in black and whites patrolling the area along with our National Guard partners. There are other times that you will not see us. We will be working undercover. We will be on social media. We will be conducting other...
I'm glad they got him. Forget those guys. let them get theirs. Let them get theirs.
Investigations to bring every single one of these individuals that are involved in this criminal activity in the city of Los Angeles to justice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to now introduce Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming. What you see up here, and you're hearing pieces of it, is probably somebody who is out here looking to burglarize, loot, or commit other crimes.
That's why California should have more gun control, man. I mean, you're trying to rob people that already lost everything. Sorry, that's my kid. But like I said, you know, there people are looting people's stuff, which they already lost their homes, they lost their cars, they lost everything, and you're still trying to get everything else they have. Like you're a scumbag, you know. Like there's no other word other than that. They're gonna steal from people that already have nothing.
Here in the county of Los Angeles, or the city of Los Angeles, works nightmare. And I say that because standing around me, and you'll hear from a lot of people from the get-go, when I was communicating with Chief Jim McDonald, I was getting calls from the district attorney, Nathan Hockman, who says, hey, if there's anybody committing crimes, I want to know. I want the cases as quickly as possible. Getting cases from Martin Estrada, or I'm not getting cases.
Oh, no, they got pictures. Let's see if I can find the pictures.
Back, and it's going to be looted. The fact that you are prosecuting and recognizing that there are victims beyond what anyone even realizes is refreshing. And I want to thank you. And I want to thank you on behalf of the men and women, Sheriff's Department, but law enforcement as a whole.
Vigilant. And just as our PD chief from Azusa said, if you see something, por favor, say something and let us know what is happening.
Heck yeah, you see something, trick on them, man. They ain't really tricking. It's like something major, you know?
I want to say that even though there is a dark side to this, we have to say that there are also some good things that are happening. There
$100.
Public safety. Did they lower the volume because they're talking in Spanish?
That is happening while we and personally
resilient.
Taking advantage of this disaster and the suffering that our
Oh, look, they're wearing the California Fire Department uniform. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, lock the key away. Forget those guys.
fellow Angelinos are feeling will not be tolerated. And I want to be clear, that goes not only for individuals who are preying on these locations, but also for the corporations and the businesses and the price gouging and the ways that they're taking advantage of people. And
the fires that have devastated so many lives at a city level, at a county.
Another priority is ensuring that there aren't people out there who victimize others, criminal opportunists.
Man, I'll just catch them and throw away the key. You know, I'll do like the civil justice, you know, catch them and beat the F out of them, you know?
Who take advantage of this situation. If you do operators that are disrupting our most critical effort to contain these fires, and that is the airdrops. I'd like to foot stomp what our brothers and sisters at CAL FIRE said. Is to again build ourselves better than we were.
Sentence if somebody is accused of arson.
Anyone who intentionally or recklessly causes a fire can be prosecuted federally for arson. Carries a 5-year mandate.
Oh, it's a Fed charge. Oh, okay. About time they got tough. That's a Fed charge.
Minimum sentence.
Communication. That's why every time we get up here, we talk about the reasons why we are not repopulating as quickly as we would like.
Of that drone that hit the super scooper, have you made any progress in that investigation? Do you have any person?
Oh, did you guys see the UFO? Dude, who's texting me? A second, guys. Somebody text. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, look at the UFO.
Stu over in Skyfox, he is over the Palisades fire. I mean, Stu, you can attest.
Oh, I didn't even. Did I click on it? Oh, wait, he's not even here. That's crazy. I saw that on TikTok. Fire UFO news. There's a news channel. What? That's crazy. He's not even here.
We brought this video to you yesterday. As you can see, that man who was holding a blowtorch was walking around a neighborhood when neighbors did approach him. This is, of course, over in Los Angeles County, and it appeared that he was trying to light.
Oh, people be tweaking too much, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This goes. It was like a UFO thing. Look, see, it's over here. Oh, was that CGI?
Get that small outbreak and that break recently starting to, come on the brink of being expired. We are going to see those.
Oh, man, I can't even tell, bro. UAP, let's see what the comments say. Because last time I got finessed, I ain't gonna lie. I thought something was real and it wasn't even real. There's something at the bottom too, where
winds are picking up, and it won't just be for today. We get that small.
Oh, I see it right here. Man, that looks like a helicopter. I ain't gonna lie. That was like a straight up helicopter.
And that break just recently starting to, come on the brink of being.
What's up? Sorry, my kid is something. My bad. I think that's a helicopter. Can you zoom in? I don't think you can zoom in.
Are going to see those winds are picking up, and it won't just be.
We're watching the fires. I swear there's a UFO. Look, there's the plane. What the fuck is that?
Oh, so it was legit.
What the fuck?
Huh. I didn't even think that was gonna be legit, to be honest.
Look at it.
Let's see what else I got.
Just recently starting to,
No, that's fake. It's so fake, it's not even funny. Yeah, that's fake. Get out of here. I was talking about that? Nah, bro. That's why I'm telling you, people be doing too much, yo. We're doing too much. Let's go back to California. Oh, that's the guy they arrested. Let's see. And I don't even know when the California fires are gonna be done, you know? They be doing everything. They still can't contain
I
it.
had it with 3 of early voting and we won all 7 by a lot.
Why does that sound like Trump? The heck? Let's see what else is in the news today. Let's see news.
Officers alerting critical warning of extreme fire danger. Los Angeles County and Ventura County now under the highest level threat warning. Treacherous Santa Ana winds returning once again, whipping up extremely dangerous.
Picking up from today through Wednesday thus far this
Oh, the winds are still there?
week.
Meanwhile, security is high in the affected fire zones. Law enforcement making dozens of arrests for suspected looting. The LA County Sheriff with a stern warning for anyone trying to take advantage of this ongoing disaster.
Regarding any illegal activity that may be occurring in these areas, don't do it. The fact that anyone takes advantage of anybody who's been victimized already, whether it is burglary, looting, or any other crime, whether it's a scam of some kind that you're conjuring up to make money off of the poor people that have been involved in this.
National correspondent Griff Jenkins is live in Malibu. The sun is up. And what do you see, Griff?
Well, Dana, I see widespread damage and destruction, just charred remains of homes and buildings. But you mentioned the looting there. There were 4 more arrests yesterday, bringing the total number of looters to 39 in the Malibu and Pacific Palisades area. But yeah, let's look at the sun coming up here. You know, whoever lived in these homes, Dana, must have woken up every day and said, I've got it made. I've got it.
That's crazy about life, you know? There's days you have everything, and then there's days you just wake up and you have nothing. You know, you gotta be blessed every day that you have something, you know? Because that day could be your last day, you know, God forbid, or that's the day you lose everything, you know? Even though you still have your life, you know, rebuilding, you know, it's a B, you know? It is. Rebuilding is hard, but, you know, at least you have your life. It's gonna be thankful.
Everything. Well, today they have nothing. You can see the steel I-beams in the foundation. It's just rubble, and it goes for miles up the iconic, beautiful Pacific Coast. You can see a burned out SUV, another car there, and it comes with this warning from the National Weather Service, the particularly dangerous situation, the PDS warning. It's the highest the agency can issue, intended to invoke the highest level of urgency for residents to evacuate if indeed these brush fires that firefighters are trying to tamp down with these high winds of 70 miles an hour for the next possible 48 hours. We've talked to a captain with the LA Fire Department, Eric Scott. Here's what he said about the dangers people are facing. Listen here.
This just stirs up all of the other embers because things are still burning. It's still active. And it's so dry because of these winds that the brush or fuel, if an ember lands on it, has a 65% of ignition. So we're chasing fires.
Here, burn.
Well, that sucks. It had to be illegal, man. Bro, you're doing it more harm than good.
Thank you so much. And our next guest is promising looters will be prosecuted and punished.
Throw the key away, man. When you catch them, throw the key away. Forget those guys. Oh, man. Tell me why. Let me go back to my podcast, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you for the support on Twitch. Appreciate you, brother. Look, I got my podcast in case you guys didn't know.
Earlier today,
There was this guy. So, yo, pause. You know, I look blown, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look at that. I did a podcast earlier. Actually, let's go to TikTok. Let's see it better. I did a podcast and I put in one of my clips on my TikTok, right? And then tell me what this guy told me. I was talking about bullying and how your kid's supposed to stand up to bullies, you know? Because that's a fact. Ain't nobody gonna protect your kid like you are, you know? If your kid comes to you and tells you, hey, I'm getting bullied, first you gotta tell them, did you do your due diligence and tell them one second, my dog got me. Freaking dogs. So my kid came home yesterday, and he said that some kid, went up to him and tried to bully him. And I told him, what you do? He's like, well, he was calling me names, so I put the middle finger at him. I was like, all right, good. You made your point across. Today, if you see him, go tell him that he better stop. That you're not messing. That you treat him with respect. You expect respect back. We're not over here trying to instigate anything or start stuff, but we're definitely gonna end it. And if they don't do that, then I'm gonna go and talk to the kid. I'm gonna talk to the parent and do that. So this guy told me that you don't fight.
It's from Bullies. And
anyway, he made a comment. And let me put this on vibrate. So then he made a comment saying you can't fight hate with hate. Then you fighting hate. It's you defending yours.
the kid comes and pushes you.
Thank you. And thank you. And F you. There's a guy, right? He's the one that says you don't fight. I'll put that over here. He says you don't fight hate with hate. You fight hate with love. How can you fight hate with love? What are you gonna? If that little kid's hitting your kid, right? What's my kid gonna do? Let him hit him? No, he's gonna defend himself. You can't. You fight words with words, but if he gets violent, you gotta defend yourself. You can't treat somebody nice that treats you like crap. But this is mostly the parents' fault. These new kids, and the new generation of kids, again, not taught morals and all that stuff. I tell my kids, you treat everybody how you want to be treated. If my kids are treating somebody bad, right, and they get their butt whipped by the other person, that's on them, because they asked for that. And that's why I think, and I wish the world wasn't like that, but that's how it is. If you don't defend yourself, people are gonna step over you or your life. It's a dog eat dog world at the end of the day. Ain't nobody gonna take care of yours like you take care of yours. That's a fact. You know what? I want to stay here longer. I got a couple things to do real quick. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Please check out the podcast on GMV Pod, on YouTube, on TikTok, GMV Pod. I'm everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The other day, Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. They got me 2,700 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. The other day. Where's that at? I don't know who did that, but thank you. I don't know. I just got bombed when I was live last time. So I appreciate you guys. I might catch you guys on the next one. Actually, I'm